Here we're going to talk about unity of the Creator, that all things will come into harmony based on your understanding. So basically, I'm continuing the subject of handling difficult situations in our lives. And according to the law of one, the raw material, the best way to handle these situations is to come into unity with the Creator. By well, I've already said that meditation, I will be saying that all the time. But it's a very important concept to understand the unity of the Creator. Understanding that in everything that we see, in everything that we go through, everything that pertains in our surrounding, our existence, we are that. We are one with everything. We are in harmony with everything. So by uniting ourselves with the Creator within us, the God within us, we basically find ways to find peace with our surroundings, with our difficult circumstances. It is extremely important. If we don't, we need to find ways to find peace, to be in harmony with the circumstances of our lives. And it's very, there's no one really out there to help us. In other words, the system was not created to help us deal with those difficult circumstances. So it is our responsibility to seek, investigate, research, and explore, observe, experiment to come up with different tools, different metaphysical tools that will help us handle difficult situation in a very profiting manner, meaning in a very beneficial way for us as far as our spiritual evolution is concerned. And by uniting ourselves with the Creator, we being in unity with the Creator, so our understanding is really key. The key tool here is a key tool, metaphysical tool in dealing with difficult situation. By understanding there's a unity of the Creator present in all difficult situation. So that helps us to deal with the matter in a very understandable format. Meaning, for example, if I were to be going to a divorce, and I could, we could, well, it's not about me, but we could see it as a defeat or as something negative, or maybe even some animosity for the partner, our partners. But the truth is, there is a reason for it. We might have signed up for this pre-incarnatively to be in those situations. Some people go to divorce after divorce after divorce, and they never learn what lesson they came here to learn, that they keep repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again. But to uniting ourselves with the universal Creator, seeing ourselves in every circumstances, in every situation, and understanding no matter how horrible it is, no matter how stressful it is, no matter how intensified the emotions could be, no matter how disturbing or it is, the Creator expressing itself in a different format, in a different manner. It's very important that we do our very best to understand that, because the Creator expresses itself in many different ways. To the negative entities, the Creator is expressing itself, the universal infinite Creator. By us understanding that everything is based on our free will and our free choices, and by understanding that the infinite Creator expresses itself in many different platforms based on desires, of its unique desires based on free will. By understanding that, then we are able to approach difficult circumstances, difficult situation, as considering part of manifestation from the infinite Creator. Ergo, unity with the infinite Creator. That's basically, it's coming from us. I don't know how to find an easier way to really explain that, but that's the way to approach difficult circumstances, with the unity of the infinite Creator, knowing that the infinite Creator is in that situation, is presenting you with that situation, is that situation, that difficult circumstances, those difficult circumstances that we are confronted with. By acknowledging the unity of the Creator and intensifying our union with the infinite Creator in those circumstances, will help us go through these circumstances in harmony. And no matter how confused others around you, how chaotic circumstances of people around you, or the environment, the circumstances around you could be, we still have that option of being in harmony with the circumstances. For example, this is a perfect example: the pandemic, the virus. We can, I'm not going to talk about that because this is not what my video is. My video is about. But I'm just saying we have a choice of saying, I'm going to look at it in a very negative way and, let my life go down the drain and not explore the lesson that this pandemic has to teach. So those are, as for me, each of us have a lesson in this situation we're dealing with right now. It is not the same for each and every one of us. What works for me will not work for you. And maybe, what food I eat may not be the food that you need to eat. So this is what you say for tomato, I say tomato. So I'm just saying that in all circumstances, the key is to reach out to the infinite creator within ourselves. And by understanding the circumstances, no matter how difficult, no matter how painful it is, no matter how hurtful, it is really coming from the creator. It's the creator within ourselves manifesting itself. And because that creator that is within ourselves, the infinite creator, the God within ourselves, is also the same God that is within other selves, other people, other parts of us. And by understanding that, which is not an easy concept to grasp, but we can master it by practicing the creating this unity, this relationship of pure unity with the infinite creator, which is with the God within us, ourselves, within every one of us, within every object, within every atoms, for that matter, electron, neutrons, and protons. But this is the key. The key tool is to unite, be in unity with the creator, and formulate a point of understanding that will help us to understand the situation that we're dealing with. Is part of our pre-incarnative agreement that we made, and is being presented to us by the God, the infinite creator within us. I know some of you might say she's out of her mind for saying that, but I trust me, it is a fact. And it's the only way to find harmony in moments of difficult situations in our lives, is to find peace, and it's by uniting with the infinite creator and seeing the situation as the creator, the infinite creator, we're being confronted with, and accepting it with harmony and love and peace and joy and understanding and acceptance is key. I hope that makes sense, but I wanted to do a quick video on that because I did a whole video on incarnation, why we keep reincarnating, and that it cannot be avoided. We cannot avoid reincarnation. We all have to be reincarnated at some point or another. The decision is made after we leave this vessel, but it has to happen. It will happen. We will reincarnate over and over and over and over again. And so, take millions and billions of years, but that's the purpose of our existence. And but if we do understand the whole concept of reincarnation, and then the pre-incarnative agreements, the forgetting process that I talked about in a video beforehand, they will help us to navigate this life a lot easier, and understanding we're here for our own benefits, really. And the negative experiences are really not negative. They are here to help us evolve to our true selves, to our higher self. And if we keep looking at them with animosities, with hate, with anger, with retaliation, and we don't really learn the purpose why we came here. And so we are constantly being challenged. The more challenged we are the more challenges we are confronted with in this lifetime, the more we have to learn, and so we could evolve. That, like I said in the previous video, look at Jesus' challenges when he was here on earth. That wasn't a challenge a lot of us can deal with, but he dealt with that in a very loving manner, forgiving manner, right? So that was a challenge. But then again, Jesus was from the celestial realm to evolve. He wanted to evolve higher because it's not just one realm. There's, the realm, the road to the infinite creator is not just one realm. It's like, it's like step by step by step by step by step before we get to the infinite creator, that point. And it takes time. But like I said in previous video, it's a lesson. Earth is a school. Considering yourself being in high school, in elementary school, or in college, whichever, but Earth is a school, folks, whether people want to admit it or not. But anyone who's studied metaphysics, understand metaphysics, understand spirituality in its deepest format, will most likely agree with me that Earth is a school, and it needs to be treated as such. So we keep going. When we fail class, we repeat the class. When we don't prepare ourselves for graduation, we don't graduate. We get stuck there, right? So it's the same thing. Earth is exactly that. It's a schooling system, but we have to go through it in order for us to graduate to a higher realm. And like I said before in previous videos, we are not chosen, we choose ourselves. So we want to graduate, we make ourselves be chosen by choosing ourselves to graduate, by doing what we're supposed to be doing. And I hope this makes sense, but I wanted to re-emphasize that I talk about reincarnation, that we don't die, we are immortals. We die in a sense that we leave this particular lifetime, we leave this vessel behind, but spiritually we move on to either preparing ourselves, learning the lessons, or healing, or in preparing ourselves to be reincarnated again to either the same dimension that we were before we left the vessel, or a higher dimension, or evolve to a higher level, because each dimension has different levels. It's not one dimension, everybody's the same. No, third dimension has different level of third dimension, and then fourth dimension and fifth and so on. But reincarnation is a fact of human existence. It's a universal fact. The universe thrives on it, and we have to accept it and understand it and adopt the concept of immortality, that we do not die. Immortality, and it's just some forces wants us to believe and notion that of death, because they would need us to keep coming back on Earth for 3D level, so that we don't evolve to a higher realm. But the goal of the infinite creator within ourselves, the universal infinite creator, which we all are a part of, is for us to graduate and from at every stage in our existence to move to a higher existence and eventually become who we really are supposed to be. But if we are nurturing being mortals, we are not mortals, we are immortals. But we have to keep moving forward and enriching ourselves and studying our spiritual evolution and evolve spiritually according to our spiritual the universal plan for us. Okay, so this was I think that was part 4, I'm not sure, but I'm going to label this one. But then again, this is it for now. I think I've covered enough on reincarnation and reincarnationing. And please subscribe and like this video if you would like that I continue to make these videos. Like I've said before, they are not very popular because they are covering a subject that forces want to, they do not want it to get out there. So if you would like to hear more of these videos from me or from any other sources, please like them, subscribe them, so the information could get out there. Okay? Until then, I love you, and I leave you in the love and in the light of the one infinite creator, as Ra would say. Love and peace. Joy. Thank you for your time.